Day 3 of creating a web app from scratch using Cursor, and we're building the referral machine. Let's go. Okay, so we're at a point here where we have some data mocked up and we have a wireframe, meaning like a basic user experience. But what I want to do is I don't want to get into the complex API stuff just yet, but I do want to have like data that I can test with. And so I do want to hook up the database. A database you can think of as a glorified spreadsheet. So just customer rows with all their data, company rows, and they all have relations to each other. So we want to hook that up so we can start like creating accounts and playing with some of the actions here. Let's start with the database so we can play around with the app. I'm going to do this as though I have no idea what a database even is. So because I tell Cursor to run everything, it is going to, instead of just telling me to run commands, it's just going to run all those things by itself. So I do recommend doing the run everything. If you're a true developer on some sort of enterprise app, then you might want to not do run everything, of course. Okay, so the database is now fully integrated, so we can do test data. It kind of gives us a little bit of info about what it did and then how to play around here. Open up 2 browser windows, refer a friend. So in the client view, we can do this. So let's go to customer. Okay, so you can see that it added David to the pending referrals. Now it says to go to the tenant view. That's the business owner. Okay, so it shows here that David or Alice referred David. I guess I'm Alice. And we can pretend that David came into the office and I can click verify visit. And so that sort of updated these numbers here. Let's do a little refresh test. So it is actually updating a real database. If I were to refresh and those reset, then we know that it's still just the dummy data. So it looks like, at least at a basic level, that these things are working. And then if we go back to the customer view, it shows now, prior, David was not verified and now he is. So pretty simple yet cool things that we can do. All we did was just went back and forth a couple times with Cursor and we're already at a pretty good spot. I do want to make this app look a lot better, but I think functionality is the biggest thing to start. In the next video, I think I'd like to start tackling the authentication. That is so we can have somebody actually log into this, with Google or email. I'll see you on the next one.